second look to, but tying down a young bull, they didn't have a prayer. But for you I came. Cross my heart, I'll be the one you always dreamed of, till death do us part. Never thought I could climb the mountain, but then you gave me your hand. And for you I came. For you I came.
She's heavy on the pull, add a couple cold rocks. Then you rock the dance floor until your achy, breaky heart ain't breaking no more. Hot damn, I'm about to unwind. Get these two left feet in a George Strait line. Throw my card on the bar, shoot a pretty girl.
Locked in, core values. Planet 101.1 FM, Booyah.
Shot the jukebox and fire up the band. Out and David Lee Murphy with a drink in each hand. Won't be Brooks and Dunn when they shut down the bar. We'll be country boys and girls getting down on the floor. Hot damn, I'm about to unwind. Get these two left feet
101.1 FM, Uyo. Love it. Hook, line, and sinker. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and listen live wherever you go. On planet101fm.ng.
The game was under Monday.
According to how it was happening, the KK rider backed two people at the two sides in front of the KK.
I will confuse them to come to the market.
Congratulations to the media. You have done incredible work.
In that days, it will show you what it does.
The Senate observed that PPP has consistently engaged in underhanding.
When your brother is producing something and you patronizing your brother.
Listen to Planet 101.1 FM News at 7 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. with our news in special English at 2:30 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Planet Radio 101.1 FM, evolving around you.
The news at noon. In the news, the federal government to evacuate final batch of 315 Nigerians from South Africa tomorrow. A Supreme Court directs lawyers to upload case documents ahead of September sitting. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Taiwo Yedele, calls for stronger regional tax reforms across West Africa. And on the foreign scene, Iran says it hits UAE tankers as US intensifies strikes. In sport, Aston Villa enter race to sign Freiburg midfielder Johan Mozambi. Details of these and many more coming up shortly. Good afternoon. Welcome to the news at noon on Planet Radio 101.1 FM Uyo. I am Kuswa Iyang. First in the bulletin this afternoon is that the federal government has said that the final evacuation flight bringing 315 Nigerians home from South Africa is scheduled to arrive in Lagos tomorrow, Wednesday, July 15, 2026. In a statement, the spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kibebe Ebenfa, said the AP's flight will depart South Africa at 1:30 a.m. and is expected to land at the Murtala Mohammed A International Airport, Lagos, by 6:30 a.m. The returnees are Nigerians who requested evacuation following recent xenophobic attacks and security concerns in parts of South Africa. The government said it had previously conducted 4 evacuation flights, with the last batch bringing home 40 Nigerians as part of efforts to safeguard its citizens abroad. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to protecting Nigerians wherever they are and thanked all stakeholders involved in the evacuation exercise. In another development, the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, NCS Adewale Adeniyi, says import duty exemption approvals reached 34 trillion naira in 2025, significantly affecting the agency's revenue generation. Speaking during an investigative session of the Senate Committee on Finance in Abuja, Adeniyi explained that government-approved import duty waivers and other fiscal policies have reduced the amount of revenue customs could have generated. He noted that nearly 60% of the duty exemptions covered the importation of military hardware to address Nigeria's security challenges, while other waivers were granted for compressed natural gas (CNG), electric and hybrid vehicles, healthcare equipment, industrial machinery, manufacturing inputs, and food importation programs. Adini, however, stressed that fiscal policies should be judged not only by revenue but also by their economic and social benefit, urging the federal government to strengthen monitoring to ensure beneficiaries of the waivers achieve objectives such as lower consumer prices, increased local production, and improved healthcare access. Meanwhile, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Sani Musa, faulted the absence of several heads of government agencies at the hearing and warned that they must appear at the committee's next sitting or face sanction. Moving now to legal matters, where the Supreme Court has instructed lawyers handling appeals and motions slated for hearing between September and December 2026 to upload all relevant court documents through the Nigerian Case Management System, NCMS, in accordance with Rule 10, Subsection 1 of the Supreme Court Practice Direction 2026. The directive was contained in a statement issued by the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court, Kabir E. Akambi, who urged counsel to review the list of cases scheduled for hearing during the period. Lawyers can access the list by visiting the Supreme Court's website proceeding to the litigation session and selecting the Nigerian Case Management System, NCMS, where the hearing schedule for appeals in motions has been made available for download. According to the Apex Court, legal practitioners are expected to upload all processes already filed in their matters, including records of appeal, briefs of argument, pending motions, and any other relevant court document no later than 30 days before the hearing date. The court explained that the measure is intended to ensure compliance with the provisions of the Supreme Court Practice Direction, enhance the effective operation of the NCMS, and support the speedy and efficient disposal of cases before the court, while calling on all counsel with matters listed within the period to adhere strictly to the directive. On this next report, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Oyedele, has called for stronger regional collaboration to improve tax administration, boost compliance with ECOWAS tax directives, and enhance domestic revenue mobilization across West Africa. Oyedele made the call during a meeting with a delegation from the West African Tax Administration Forum, WATAF, led by its Executive Secretary, Jules Soliu, at the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. According to a statement by the minister's Senior Special Assistant on Communications and Press Secretary, Mary Ann Okon, Oyedele urged WATAF to develop benchmarking tools and performance dashboards to monitor member states' compliance with regional tax agreement and promote accountability. He also encouraged the forum to document and share best practices in areas such as digital tax administration, taxation of the informal sector, and tax policy reforms to help accelerate progress across the region. In his remarks, Jules Soliu congratulated Oyedele on his appointment and reaffirmed WATAF's commitment to supporting member countries in strengthening their tax systems while acknowledging Nigeria's continued support for the regional body. Away from that now, the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, NYAC, Brigadier General Olukunle Nafiu, has urged corps members serving in Kogi State to embrace entrepreneurship and take advantage of available opportunities to build sustainable sources of income. During a walking visit to the NYSC Kogi State Secretariat, Nafiu encouraged corps members to develop marketable skills, create multiple income streams, and not rely solely on their monthly allowance, stressing that there is dignity in labor. The NYSC boss also pledged to improve the welfare of corps members and staff, announcing plans to enhance camp transportation support, feeding arrangement at orientation camps, and the quality of NYSC kits from next year. He further assured corps members that he would engage the Kogi State government on the issue of state allowances and directed that corps members should no longer be posted to private organizations that fail to provide accommodation or stipends. Listening to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. Yo, let's take a breather now and then bring you more stories from a foreign sport and entertainment decks. So stay with us.
It's rising like the sun and shining forth, sustaining life like never before. It will never stop. radio station 101.1 in your Nigeria. Don't touch the dial.
Many thanks for staying with us. Down to the foreign scene where Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC says it has struck 2 United Arab Emirates UAE tankers in the Strait of Hormuz as the United States carried out a third consecutive night of military strikes on Iranian targets. The UAE condemned the attack, saying 1 Indian crew member was killed and 8 others were injured. The IRGC also claimed responsibility for overnight attacks on U.S. military facilities in Jordan and Bahrain. Meanwhile, the U.S. military said its latest strikes were aimed at weakening Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the region. And now to sport. Aston Villa have joined the race to sign Switzerland midfielder Johan Manzambi, intensifying efforts to hijack Newcastle's proposed £50 million move for the 20-year-old Freiburg star. According to report, Villa manager Unai Emery is keen to strengthen his midfield ahead of the new season, with Yuri Tillemans linked with a move to Manchester United and Amado Onana sidelined by a serious knee injury. Manzambi has become one of Europe's most sought-after young talent after an impressive 2026 FIFA World Cup, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists for Switzerland. If completed, the transfer would make Manzambi Aston Villa's most expensive signing, surpassing the club's £50 million acquisition of Onana from Everton in 2024. And now on the entertainment front, Nollywood actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele says American filmmaker Tara Pelly played a major role in shaping her storytelling and writing career. In a post on X, Akindele said she has never been ashamed of her humbling beginning, noting that learning from people she admires helped lay the foundation for her success. She explained that she further developed her skill by attending workshops, gaining practical experience, and finding her own unique voice, encouraging aspiring creatives to embrace their beginnings and remain committed to learning and self-improvement. And that has been the size of a news package this afternoon. Before we go, let's get a recap of the major stories again. In the recap, we're told the federal government has said that the final evacuation flight bringing 315 Nigerians home from South Africa is scheduled to arrive in Lagos on Wednesday, July 15, 2026. We also told that the Supreme Court has instructed lawyers handling appeals and motions slated for hearing between September and December 2026 to upload all relevant court documents through the Nigerian Case Management System, NCMS, in accordance with Rule 10, subsection 1 of the Supreme Court Practice Direction 2026. We also told you the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Oyedele, has called for stronger regional collaboration to improve tax administration, boost compliance with ECOWAS tax directives, and enhance domestic revenue mobilization across West Africa. And on the foreign scene, we told you that Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, has said that he has struck 2 United Arab Emirates UAE tankers in the Strait of Hormuz as the United States carried out a third consecutive night of military strikes on Iranian targets. And in sport, we reported that Aston Villa have joined the race to sign Switzerland midfielder Johan Manzambi, intensifying efforts to hijack Newcastle's United proposed £50 million move for the 20-year-old Freiburg star. And now for comment and coverage of your newsworthy events, do well to call our newsroom hotline on 0701-896-8395. Visit our website on planetradio101.1fm.ng and follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at planet_101fm. Also like our Facebook page at Planet Radio 101.1fm. Yo. The news was edited by Wangfanabasi Walter and Jane Ua. As we end the news, remember that truth enlightens, knowledge empowers, and awareness protects. Keep staying informed and look out for one another. I am Kuswa Ian. Good afternoon.